Nugget of Divinity from Jhadina. What does this person need to know? What does this person need to hear? Ooh, that was at the end one, so I'm going to flip to the next. Trusting thyself. Ooh, this one's a little bit longer. When people toy with your mind for years on end and you find yourself a victim of psychological abuse, it has you questioning everything. You begin to question yourself, constantly pondering what you could have done to deserve it, to deserve the treatment that transpired. You begin to review every decision you've ever made, every word you've ever said. You go searching through every corner, every fiber of your being, convinced that you must find the answer somewhere along the stream of your life that makes sense of why anyone could ever treat you that way. You had to deserve it. You must have done something wrong to receive that type of abuse, that torture, that punishment. You begin to question everything. You no longer recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror. It's as if you'd always known yourself, knew who you were, knew your heart, but then somewhere along the way, that image becomes obscured. You begin to wonder if you ever really knew yourself, or if perhaps you'd always been a bad person to deserve the pain they put you through. People don't just treat people poorly for no reason, right? I must have done something to deserve this, you tell yourself, trying to make sense of it all. In the process of trying to hunt down answers that never existed in the first place, you lose your whole sense of self. You question your intentions, you lose your ability to make decisions, to trust in your own capabilities, and then it happens. Something inside of you screams at you, and you embark on a journey of self-discovery, or should I say, rediscovery. You may begin to regain your sense of self, feeling like you're finally getting back to the version of you once had the privilege of knowing. But yet this cloud still chooses to float above your head, this foggy inability to give yourself credit for any decisions you've ever made in your life. Deep down, there's still a part of you that doesn't trust yourself. You give credit to everyone and everything outside of you. I wouldn't have survived if it wasn't for them. Spirit got me here, my angels protect me. In the surrendering of your power to others, you're protected from ever having to feel like you played any role in it. Everything outside of you receives credit for things that you do. You're in a constant state of relinquishing your own achievements to anyone and anything else because a part of you still feels undeserving. Because what if deep down, you really are a bad person? Am I even worthy of those accomplishments? Realizing this, although sad and painful, is equally beautiful. I find so much relief in being able to pinpoint exactly where this lack of trust has stemmed from. Before, it was unknown and confusing. Having so much love for yourself, this deep, deep love in the unfolding of who you are, and yet something still wasn't clicking. Something still didn't feel right. You may have struggled to ever feel proud of yourself. It's like you're doing all the right things, moving at the speed of light, accomplishing thing after thing, working on yourself every day, and yet you still feel numb to it all, like it wasn't even you doing it. I kid you not, this entire time I've felt like the divine was the one controlling me, using me, and I was simply a puppet with no free will, no choice, just going along with exactly what I was being told to do. I really gave credit to everything and everyone outside of myself, and never once looked at myself in the mirror and said, "You did that." It's like there was this separation between me and my higher self. Like I always saw her as something outside of me. I was never able to talk in first person and struggled to say the word I. So many people see my light, and I think that's the hardest part about it. Seeing my light, but not really seeing my light, if that makes sense. I hate that I was ever put in a position to question my light in the first place. I feel robbed in many ways, but I know I am not a victim. I just sometimes feel sad for my inner child. I really thought I was the shit growing up, and the world stole that from me. But perhaps the whole purpose was to be stripped of myself, my ability to see myself for who I am, in order to rediscover. A journey of rediscovery, of coming back home to me. So beautiful. I find it funny that this world often rips things away from us. People, places, friendships, or part of our own selves. We lose many pieces of ourselves with the only intention being to find those pieces again one day, to reignite the dying flame within. To collect pieces of kindling, even if they're tiny and minuscule, any piece counts. Any piece will catch the flame, and before you know it, the fire becomes all-consuming. It's a journey of recollecting the pieces of you that were lost, hidden within your own depths. Sometimes we have to lose ourselves in order to be found again. Sometimes we have to be broken in order to be rebuilt even stronger. And as painful as this path is, it's equally as beautiful. The rigid dichotomy of life, of pain, of love. I think I'm overwhelmed with the energy of a juxtaposition, and it's depressingly beautiful.